And we are live here from Ralph Reserve, the home of Western Suburbs Soccer Club in Melbourne's West for the semi-final, the first semi-final here of the 2022 African Nations Cup Melbourne, brought to you by Football Empowerment and by Football Nation Radio FNR. This is Kenya 1, Djibouti 0, just after the 25-minute mark. We've had the first water break here. Before that break, number 15 for Kenya, Chol Gabriel, opened the scoring and busted out the Kylian Mbappe celebration, if you don't mind, to a rapturous reception from this very healthy crowd. A very hot day here, but spirits are still very much high on the pitch and in the stands as Kenya continue their stellar tournament to date. These two teams playing for a place in the final on Australia Day. Ball in from Dutdeo. Ball might break here. Man goes down and Boltong just had his shot smothered at the last. And John Maniok couldn't quite pick up the scraps. Corner here for Kenya. In the purple kit, kicking from right to left. Swung in towards the back post. And Jack Dale couldn't quite chase it down in time. Djibouti, very much underdogs in this tournament. They got through to the semi-finals in a penalty shootout. They've been competitive here, but they haven't had much territory or much of the ball to speak of. That move breaking down as they try and go direct to number 17, Yunus Khalif. Here's Deu. Khalif putting the pressure on, and then a late challenge coming in from Bernard in the middle of the Kenyan midfield. And Djibouti have a chance to get some numbers forward from this set piece. Standing over the ball is the captain, Abdul Qadir Mohammed. Abdul Qadir's free kick is short of the mark, but the bright spark. Yunus Khalif picks up the scraps. Not for long, though. Away come Kenya. The goal scorer, Gabriel, playing in Pakoyu Manyang. He's brought down a clean challenge. Here's Deu. Apech plays it down the line for his winger. Good volley at the back post for Joel Gabriel. Good chance, but he couldn't quite adjust his body to the height of the ball. And the referee getting in the way. We'll restart play. Djibouti in possession. Again, they try and go direct. Bashir Hassan's pass is off the mark and easily picked off by Matur Dong. Dutdeo restarts with a short free kick. It seems as if Bernard was quite prepared for that one, but he adjusts. Rocking the sweatband today in the hot conditions. He whips in an excellent ball for Maniok. Couldn't quite get it under control. It was too hot to handle for John Maniok. The number 16 up front for Kenya. You're watching live on Facebook, make sure you join in the comments section. Let us know who you're supporting today. Your thoughts on the game thus far? Do apologise for the late start to the broadcast. Camera difficulties that sadly couldn't be avoided, but we're up and running now for not just this one. It's a double bill today. Both semi-finals on the same day. We'll finally see if perennial favourite South Sudan can do the business in our second game. Nice use of the body by Matur Dong. Shielding the ball under a lot of pressure. The goalkeeper, Guy Anyang, plays it safe with the clearance. Played in early, but Dong is in the way again. The Djibouti left winger couldn't quite reel it in. Just wrong-footed in the pass. Is Bernard. Very calm presence on the ball he is. Nice turn. Cruyff turn in midfield. Playing at his own pace, Bernard, and making it look easy. Djibouti playing themselves into trouble. It's threaded forward by Manyang. Big chance here, and Kenya take a 2-goal lead. Bol Tong finishing calmly. A mistake in midfield by Djibouti. Perfectly weighted pass from Bukoyo Manyang, and Bol Tong does the business, slides the ball into the bottom corner to make it Kenya 2, Djibouti 0. Commanding semi-final performance from a team that look like they belong at this stage of the competition. Djibouti have done terrifically well to get this far, but Kenya are making it look all too easy. Goals from both wingers in that front three. Chol Gabriel and Bol Tong, putting them 2 to the good inside the first half here at Ralph Reserve. Long diagonal forward, and Djibouti might respond immediately. Guy Anyang out off his line to make the save with his feet. Second chance here, blocked, but Kenya just falling asleep there. They say 2-0 is a dangerous lead. Pretty much right off the kickoff. Djibouti with perhaps their best chance of the match. They are lightning fast in transition, Djibouti. You can't switch off for a second. Bernard. Gives Dutdeo one to chase. The left back did admirably well. Here's Chol Gabriel. He's got an overlap on his outside. Chooses to go himself onto his right foot. So the other goal scorer, Bol Tong from the angle. That was always adventurous. Bernard. Fadak. and go with Boltong. Apech. Play themselves into trouble there, Kenya. John Maniak went up for the header. Djibouti forced to clear their lines. Looks like a high boot there from the Djibouti defender on Dutch. It's a good delivery from the set piece. Bernard frustrated with himself as he can't get that one under control. Tearing around. The work rate of Yunus Khalif is very noticeable. And in an attacking sense, much of what Djibouti has done positively has been through him. Run from midfield. Mohamed Ahmed covering. Kenya trying to build down the right-hand side. It's early from Lazarus Patch. Gabriel can't find his left back. Calmly done by Djibouti to play their way out of trouble and win the free kick. Foul by Manyang. It's Khalid Ahmed. It's fleet of foot to win that one, the number 8. They go for the long diagonal again. Stood on top of the ball. Nearly stayed in possession. A few laughs and jeers from the crowd as the Djibouti winger went over the top of that one. And look at the searing pace here. The ball was out of play, but Boltong stole in off the blind side and just about made Djibouti pay. Lovely little back heel, but Yunus Khalif couldn't quite escape the attentions of the left back Dutdeu, and now there'll be a free kick for Kenya as he tried to win the ball back. Could only foul his opposite number. Bernard for Patch. Bernard again. Heartbeat of the Kenyan midfield. All their build-up play goes through him. Koyo Manyang has been a bright spark as well. Tries to cut inside. Mohamed Ahmed won that back. Very experienced defender. Certainly looked experienced in that action anyway. Joel Gabriel tried to turn it round the corner, but lost the ball in the sun. As did Matur Dong. Gathers at the second attempt. Here's Patch. Striding through midfield effortlessly. It's Joel Gabriel. Breaks down after such promising build-up. But Kenya still with that comfortable 2-goal cushion as we head towards the halftime break. Samatar Yusuf sends it down the right-hand side, but Dutdeo has considerable height advantage. Repelled that pretty comfortably. His header falls short this time, though. Nice turn from Najib Kabdul. And again, the very impressive Dutdeo wins out in his one-on-one battle. Boltong has switched flanks, but even he wasn't quick enough to get onto that one. As Samatar Yusuf gathers comfortably. Again, they go down the right-hand side. This time it's Bakoyo Manyang, the captain. Too much close attention paid to his marker in the opinion of the referee, but Kenya win it back rather quickly anyway. Dong. Patch. Deu. Lovely feed again from Bernard. He looks for Joel Gabriel. And well defended that time. Stood up and didn't dive in. Nicely defended by Musen. Zonal defending by Djibouti is successful for the corner. And that's the halftime whistle. Kenya in control. It's all gone to script so far. Goals from both of their dangerous wingers, Joel Gabriel and Boltong, giving them a comfortable advantage heading into halftime of this African Nations Cup semi-final. It would take something special for Djibouti to get back into it now. Kenya look to be heading to the final on Wednesday. In his first game of this doubleheader this afternoon here at Ralph Reserve. We'll take a break for halftime here on FNR Football Nation Radio and on the Football Empowerment Facebook page. I'm Josh Parrish, and this is the African Nations Cup. Don't go anywhere. And we are back for the second half here. The first semi-final of the day here at the African Nations Cup. Kenya with a commanding 2-goal lead. Lovely cross there by John Maniok. Drifted out to the right-hand side, put a brilliant ball into the box, and it's taken a touch off a defender for a corner. So the Kenyan dominance shows no signs of letting up. And up slowly. Yeah. Kenya with the corner. Brave defending by Djibouti, who are looking to recover that 2-goal lead. It's a tough ask against one of the tournament favourites, who are spraying the ball around with such confidence, particularly that man, number 18 in midfield, Bernard. Free kick opportunity here for Kenya. Bernard looks to be the man to take it as he measures his run-up. Dutdeu is the left-footed option. He goes for goal, and it's a wonderful strike. The left back, Dutdeu, with a wonder goal. No one expected him to take it, but he whipped that in with incredible curve, and then Sue, the Ronaldo celebration to follow. Kenya 3, Djibouti 0. Maybe some scrutiny of the Djibouti goalkeeper, Samatar, due on that one. Just preparing for the right footer to search for the top right-hand corner. Instead, he got the opposite corner with the lefty, and the bait and switch from Kenya comes off a treat to put them 3-0 up, and surely now a guaranteed place in the African Nations Cup final to come on Australia Day. It's been a very comfortable team performance, and they'll start to make changes now. Coming off number 22, Mabior Deng, the centre half. He is replaced by number 12, Garyang Aru. And a defensive mix-up there. And Kenya score again, almost straight from kickoff. And it's a second goal for Chol Gabriel. And the crowd gets involved this time as well. What a celebration. Kenya 4-0 up. And now it's a rout. Have to wonder where the Djibouti players' heads are at now. It's a very hot day out there. 4-0 down in the semi-final, having just given away a goal, gifted a goal to an already rampant opposition. Make sure you stay with us here on the Football Empowerment Facebook page. You can also watch it on the FNR Football Nation Radio YouTube channel or the Twitch. Twitch.tv/Football Nation Radio if you prefer. And we're streaming audio only live on the FNR Football Nation Radio app if you want to listen in your car. Late tackle there, a painful one, straight down the Achilles of Mohamed Ahmed. And Abdul Qadir, the captain, tries to reassert some control. Good speed from Yunus, but eventually crowded out. Here goes John Maniok. There's 2-3 Djibouti defenders to outpace. It was a rash challenge from Abdul Qadir, but he got the ball, a fair one. A midfield enforcer trying to lay down the law. And maybe that's what you need and what you need from your teammates in a situation like this. As you can see from our commentary position here, great crowd in attendance today. Not much drama left in this one, but Kenya may well put on a show now. They certainly do with their celebrations. Apech. Ahmed getting in the way of the 1-2. And a free kick for Djibouti to relieve some pressure. As usual, it's the centre-back Ahmed. Free kick taking duty, but we'll pause here for another substitution, as they well might. Kenya rotating some of their star players. Boltong comes off the pitch. One of the goal scorers here today. Sure, he'll be crucial come the final. It's almost a fait accompli at this point, unless we see the greatest comeback that this tournament has ever seen. Amo Chidong is the replacement for Kenya, the number 7. Free kick within shooting range here for Djibouti. Was the left foot of Mohamed Ahmed, the centre-back, coming up to take the set piece, but blocked by the wall. Djibouti to maintain possession from the throw. They look spent at 6s and 7s here at the moment. There's no real urgency to their play. Abdullahi Ahmed takes advantage of a little bit of Kenyan complacency on that occasion. They can get bodies in the box now, Djibouti. Tall targets the front post. Instead it goes to the back stick and it's just over hit for Najib. Najib Kabdul, I should say, gets the match started again. Clean sliding challenge, but he can't recover possession. And that is a nasty tackle. And he'll be lucky to stay on the pitch here as tempers flare. The last thing Kenya need to do is lose their rag now and have their best players suspended for the final. An understandable reaction to an absolute reducer of a challenge. The referee had the yellow card out. Could easily have been a darker shade. It's come straight through the back. Perhaps Kenya's best midfield player. Horrendous challenge. As Marshall's on the field trying to get the tempers under control. The referee showing a bit of leniency here, given it's a community tournament. For me, that was a straight red. I have to say it. He should be off. Haven't seen the card actually awarded yet. The referee will take action now. And it's just yellow. Still the discussions go on, and if you can see in the background there, Bernard is going to be unable to continue. He's being carried off the field. That's a real shame. Hope it's just a nasty knock and he'll be fit to play on Wednesday. And another yellow card given to Matur Dong for his tempestuous reaction to that. I'll have a lengthy stoppage. There's another Kenyan player down in the background, maybe picked something up in the afters or suffering a bit of heat stroke, I'm not sure. He's having his head examined by the medical staff, I should say. It's the substitute Gaurang Aru, so you assume it's not exhaustion that left him at the sideline. In fact, just about make out he's got a dressing on his forehead now, so must have picked up a stray arm in the set two. After that nasty, nasty challenge. And finally, we'll get back underway here. Nasty bounce, and the Kenyan fans wondering if it might be an unlikely number 5. Good day. He's been terrific today, the left back. He's capped it off with a goal from a free kick. Looks like Kenya have made another substitution in the wake of that. Number 25. Djibouti coming on in midfield. Of course, to replace the injured Bernard. Intercepted by Dong, who's been outstanding at the back all day. Amo Chardong plays it infield. Lovely ball through, but centre forward is obviously strayed a couple of yards the wrong side of the last defender. And an easy decision for the linesman. Here come Djibouti. Through Abdullahi Ahmed. He's cross-blocked and Kenya play it quickly forward towards Joel Gabriel, who's on a hat-trick. He goes to lob the keeper from an outrageous angle. It's only a few metres shy of the target too. Drew a few oohs and ahs from the watching crowd before they realised it was going well wide, but a worthy attempt from the man in form. Abdul Qadir. Back with Mohammed Ahmed. They've just had so many problems getting the ball out of defence today, Djibouti. It's a relentless press, forcing all sorts of mistakes, including the fourth goal, which was an absolute gift. But it all comes from that hard work in midfield, the pressure that the forward players apply as well. Once they get beyond this line of pressure, potentially some opportunities to make hay. Liban Hagi, who's off the bench as well. He was being held back there, Abdullahi Ahmed. Referee tried to play advantage. We'll bring it back for a free kick. A few metres away from the box on the right-hand side. Captain Abdul Qadir pulling rank. In fact, he'll perhaps leave it for a left-footed option to go direct. 3 in the wall. Pretty acute angle for a shot, but certainly with a left footer shaping over it. He takes it quickly. It's a disappointing end product from Yunus. Just hasn't had much support in terms of players to combine with today. He's seen plenty of the ball, but had very few options to go to when he gets it, and certainly Dudeu, the left back, has had the better of that one-on-one duel. Well, we'll break here again for a drinks break. About 35 degrees out there on the pitch. Players would be used to the heat now at this stage of the tournament, but it doesn't get any easier. So they take the opportunity to... A few words from the coaching staff. As I said, this one's pretty much over, but the action for today is not. 6 p.m. We've got another semi-final. South Sudan taking on Botswana. South Sudan, who beat Ethiopia to get this far. My mistake. They did not beat Ethiopia. Djibouti, in fact, beat Ethiopia on penalties. Kenya with a win over Liberia, last season's grand finalists in a high-scoring affair. Botswana won in a penalty shootout. Had a couple of shootouts, including in the Ethiopia-Djibouti game. Very dramatic day. In fact, it was Madagascar and Burundi beaten by South Sudan and Botswana to make up that second semi-final today. As we are back underway. Post-drinks break. Final stanza of this one. If you're just joining us, Kenya 4, Djibouti 0. 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second. Chol Gabriel, the top scorer today with 2. A free kick from Dut Deu. And a calm finish from Bol Tong, giving Kenya that commanding advantage. They have lost one of their most composed midfielders, their deep-lying playmaker, Bernard, after a horrible challenge, which sparked a brief melee and plenty of disagreements among the two sets of players. He's, in the end, only punished with a yellow card, but real concerns heading into the grand final for Kenya, as Bernard is substituted after being carried off the field and currently looks like he's got a lot of ice on one of his ankles. Would be a big blow to lose him for the grand final decider. Kenyans free kick. And everyone wants to get in the act now. Very little risk in throwing numbers forward. No one can't find a target. Not sure if kick taker was going for goal or not. Again, the forward press bearing fruit. Defender played the ball. That's a corner, no penalty there. Upetch, the right back, up to take this one. And a round of applause for one of Kenya's midfielders as he makes his way down the tunnel for a well-deserved break. More of the fringe players get game time. Double substitution here. Makes sense, especially after that injury, to rest as many of your key players as you can. This game all but decided. Yunus Played round the corner, and now Djibouti kind of try and put something together on the counter-attack. Can't control it though, and that attack runs out of momentum. Pukoyo Manyang, the captain, one of those that has stayed on the field. May play out the 90 yet. At least one assist today with nicely weighted through ball for Boltong in the first half, and so very confident throughout. Short to Mohammed Hassan, but he miscontrols. Makes its way through to Abdul Qadir. With fresh legs on the pitch, that Kenyan press ramps up a notch. Nicely shielded by Jock. Pass down the line from Deng Nuer. Too heavy for Chol Mamer. Look at the pressure there from Jock. Relentless. And now Kenya have an opportunity to make it 5. A glorious chance missed. Splayed wide of the target. Holds his head in his hands. He knows he should have done better. Amo Chardong couldn't control that one, and now Djibouti have the ball back. Abdul Qadir for Najib. Swarms of Kenyan players around the ball. They win it. And then Najib penalised for the shirt pull. At least having his arms around the on-rushing Kenyan midfielder. Referee wants the ball on the spot before that one can be taken. Early ball in. Well controlled. Number 6 trying to make amends. Couldn't quite get there. Yunus. Abdul Qadir. Plays it to his overlapping right back. Mohammed Ahmed on a bit of an adventure there. Seems to have stepped out of the back line, temporarily at least. Chardong's pass is far too heavy for Pukoyo Manyang to have any chance. Manyang. First time pass from Chardong. Kenya are rolling here. Joel, back to Deng. And now Wantuck. Happily keep the ball and slow the game down for the rest of the 90. Perhaps it's a chance for some of these fringe players to make an impression in the coach's mind ahead of the final. Though he'd be hard-pressed to break into a starting lineup if you've just won 4-0. Referee getting in the way. And plays a drop ball back to Kenya. Garang. In Midfield to Deng. Bit ambitious for Chol to chase. It's never getting there, and it's a Djibouti throw instead. I think Djibouti will be relatively happy if the final whistle were to go early here. They've run out of steam and haven't mustered anything in the second half to suggest they'd be capable of significant comeback. 2 balls on the pitch. Good challenge by Deng to win the ball back and win the throw. High foot, the studs showing. No real contact, but an indirect free kick given by the referee. Amo Chadong penalised. And a round of applause goes up as the South Sudanese team, the tournament favourites in many respects, never won this competition. This is their year to make amends, potentially. They've got a semi-final coming up against Botswana very, very shortly, which we will be bringing to you live as well. Jock exchanges passes with the midfield. And that one's offside, although Amo Chadong doesn't know it yet. Neither did the referee, in fact. Hadn't spotted his linesman over on the near touchline. His flag aloft. Sure, Amo Chadong wasn't particularly impressed and being made to sprint that far for a play that would have been chalked off anyway. Free kick taken straight into him. Yellow card. That yellow card has actually gone to Abdul Qadir. Looks like for time wasting. Referee seems to think he intentionally, well, not so much time wasting as petulance. The referee seems to think he intentionally fired that free kick into the nearest defender. A show of frustration. Well, there you go. The Djibouti captain booked. Discussions going on behind play. This game's got a little sloppy late on as both teams run out of steam and motivation. Back with the Kenyan goalkeeper. Played long and high and well adjudged by Mohammed Hassan. There's a bit of work to do here. Swarmed by 3 Kenyan players with no support from his teammates, and can't really blame him for giving the ball away. Meanwhile, here comes Chol Mame. Plays it back for Jock. Wontuck. Can't get there. casual from Garang Aru, the substitute centre half, but works out okay in the end. Yunus with the back heel. Abdullahi Ahmed. Back to Abdul Qadir. Challenge coming in from Jock. And another flag up against the Kenyan attack. And happy to allow Djibouti to have the ball in non-threatening areas and press with great intensity as they try and get into the midfield third. Just in the last 25 minutes or so, midfielders and attackers haven't been on the same wavelength and strayed too far beyond the offside trap. Yunus. This is more like it from Djibouti. Purposeful play. Cut inside was rather telegraphed and read by the covering defender. Radwan Omar, the player who's won the corner here. Goalkeeper in all sorts of trouble there. Djibouti unable to get a telling touch. That one was pretty effective though. And will be kept in here by the Kenyan attack. Can't finish it off though. Liban Haji across to cover to prevent Amo Chadong from getting any further. Dut Dave, one of the goal scorers, lays it back. Defender had dreams of a wonder goal there, but the ball wouldn't drop for the strike. Here's Yunus. Jock, who maybe doesn't have the finely honed technique and calmness of Bernard on the ball, has made up for it with work ethic since he's come on. They might need him come the final if that injury is as bad as it looked. Dut Deo. Back with Pakoyo Manyang, who's happy to drop a little deeper as this game has worn on. Kenya almost toying with their opposition at this point. Jock for Deng. Out to Deo. A bit heavy for the goalkeeper, has to chest it down. The back pass. Seems to have the touch of an outfielder, so That's just as well. Played forward by Abdul Kadir. Just not going to beat this Kenyan defence with one long pass like that. Really only been cut open once with that right to left switch that Djibouti have favoured so often, and that was straight after Djibouti conceded the second goal. That's the best they've mustered so far. The chance falling to Abdullahi Ahmed. But Guy Anyang, the Kenyan goalkeeper, made the save with his feet. And Djibouti really haven't come any closer to reducing the deficit, despite Abdullahi's continual hard work and toil up front. And that will be full time here at Ralph Reserve, the home of Western Suburbs Soccer Club. Convincing performance in the end for Kenya against less fancied opposition. They got the job done more than comfortably. Goals in the first half for Chol Gabriel and Boltong before a spectacular free kick in the second from Dut Deu. And then straight after the kickoff, a gift for Chol Gabriel to add his second and send the crowd into raptures with a team-coordinated Ronaldo-style celebration that's quickly becoming this Kenyan side's trademark. The only black spot for Kenya coming in the form of an injury to Bernard in the middle of midfield. Frankly, horrendous two-footed challenge. Coming straight through the back of him. He had to be carried off the field and still looks to be in some pain. So we've got our fingers crossed for him that he'll play a part come Wednesday's grand final. But Kenya, with a thoroughly professional job here, a 4-0 rout of Djibouti. We'll take a short break. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, Football Empowerment, or FNR Football Nation Radio. If you want to watch it on YouTube, FNR Football Nation Radio, it's up there as well. And it's on Twitch. Keep an eye out. We'll end the stream here and start it again for the second semi-final. South Sudan taking on Botswana. And it seems as if South Sudan have a very healthy crowd of supporters in attendance. So the atmosphere should be terrific for that one. Stay tuned. The final score here in the first semi-final. Kenya go through 4-0 winners over Djibouti.